Hi, welcome to Crystal French Geckos. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Repashy's Grub Pie formula. I feed Repashy's gecko diets as well as their calcium and vitamin supplements to all of my geckos, so when people get babies from me, I often recommend continuing to use Repashy's formulas. I like to feed my insectivore geckos, like my African fat-tailed geckos and my leopard geckos, Repashy's Grub Pie, so I often recommend it to those who get baby leopard geckos or fat-tailed geckos from me. Repashy's Grub Pie is a gel formula, so it can be a little bit more difficult to mix yourself at home. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I like to mix it and what consistency is best for mixing it to gel. Now, let's get into the video. Here I have a 12-ounce container of Grub Pie. This formula is an insect-based meal replacement gel. The first and most prominent ingredient in the formula is black soldier fly larva, making it very nutritious for your animals. I give Grub Pie to my leopard geckos and African fat-tailed geckos 1 to 2 times a week, along with live insects. When mixing this formula, we are going to have to use very hot water, so I recommend using a ceramic or metal dish for your mixture. I have lots of geckos to feed, so I'm going to be making a few different bowls of food and will show you a couple of ways you can mix it. I will be using both ceramic dishes as well as a metal dish in this video. Once you have your dishes ready, we are going to be moving on to the next step. Our next step is going to be to make sure that we have some boiling hot water ready. We are going to be using the hottest water possible. If our water is too cold, our mixture won't gel properly. Starting off with our large ceramic dish, I'm going to first add our powder and then I will mix in our boiling hot water into it. To make sure that I'm getting the correct measurements, I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon to measure all of my ingredients. The directions on the Grub Pie container recommend using 1 part powder to 2 to 3 parts water, so I will show you what each of those will look like. For this dish, I'm going to start with 3 scoops of powder and 6 spoonfuls of water to show you the 1 to 2 ratio of powder to water. Today I'm using a metal fork to mix. You're going to need to mix this as fast as possible because it will start to solidify almost immediately. This is what it looks like with the 1 to 2 ratio. This is going to be much too thick for our geckos, so let's try the 1 to 3 ratio of powder to water. So since I already have 3 tablespoons of powder and 6 tablespoons of water in the mixture, I'm going to be adding 3 more tablespoons of boiling water to the mixture to get the 1 to 3 ratio. This is what the 1 to 3 ratio looks like when mixed. This would be okay to let cool now, however I like to mix mine a little bit thinner to get a nice smoothie texture. So I'm going to add in 2 more tablespoons of water and mix it up to get the texture that I want. This is the texture that I like to go for when mixing these gel formulas because it makes it cool a lot more consistently and there's no powdery lumps left in them. Now I'm going to move on to our second mixture in our metal bowl. For this one, I'm going to be adding the water first and then the powder on top of that to see if we get a different texture. Just like with our first formula, this is okay to cool now, but I would like it to be that nice smoothie texture, so I'm going to add in 2 more tablespoons of boiling water and then we'll mix it up. Now that this second mixture is finished, we're going to set them both to the side to cool down. To check if your mixture is fully solidified, you're just going to take your finger and lightly press it over the top. If it caves in like this, it's not ready yet, but if it is a slightly spongy texture and cold to the touch, it doesn't cave in, it is ready to be cut. Now that our Grub Pie is ready, it's time to plate it for the geckos. So I'm going to take a knife and cut strips all the way through across the bowl, and then I will turn it sideways and cut strips the other direction to make small cubes to feed them. I'm going to make a few little plates for the geckos, and then let's see how they like it. Thank you for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more content like this. If you would like to see more of our geckos, you can check us out on Instagram at Crystal French Geckos. Thank you for watching. Bye!